Tucked in the Mesilla Valley a quick 13 miles north of Las Cruces on I-25 is the family-owned and operated Fort Selden Winery. Across the road from the adobe ruins of the Fort Selden Historic Site, the winery of the same name has its own allure, a gorgeous setting, and of course, the wine. And while I certainly intend to sample some of their blends later today, for now, my task is to pick some grapes. That's right, each year proprietors Desiree and Franklin welcome people to their vineyards to take part in the harvest of the grapes, treating them to a huge feast and of course, wine afterwards. How can I resist? All right. Got my basket, got some cutters ready to go. Let's go make wine. It's like some are green, some are red.
But just pick the white variety and then we'll move over to the purple variety afterwards.
Sounds like a plan to me. We all set out kind of wandering through the vines until we find our spot where we can plop down and get to work. I think I'm cutting the right thing. I'm gonna try to follow where the vine goes and get to the source, but there's a lot of them in here. So is there like a prize at the end for the person who gets the most?
I'm hoping.
Nothing like a little competition?
That's right.
All right, well, let's make a deal. I'll watch out for your fingers. You watch
Yes, yeah.
It's not a bad day in the office. I'm not the only one enjoying myself. Everyone around me seems content in their task and just being outdoors. It's surprisingly relaxing, not to mention the satisfaction when you get a really nice bunch of grapes.
We've got some good bunches here.
That's a good one. With having harvested all of the white grapes, it was time to move on to the reds. Looks like I may be late to the party. Time to get down to business. I feel like I've been doing this my whole life. I'm actually starting to get in a little flow right now. And it's like you can't even keep track of time and just in the zone, man. You know, there's something very elemental about picking fruits and vegetables with people in the field. It's like we've been doing it for thousands of years, so. Takes us back to our roots, pun intended. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh. It's like the Roman kings just eat off the vine like this. Beautiful.
Or emperors.
Or emperors.
Kings, emperors.
No, all the same. It's all semantics, really. So what's the next step? What are we doing now?
What we do now, after you guys got all the grapes, is I'm washing all the dirt off of them. We don't use pesticides or anything.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about that. This is really just getting dirt, sand.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take these baskets over to the distimmer here.
Oh, okay. While the machines are tried and true, and the method's timeless, there is still the art form that comes with producing wine that is particular to each vintner. It's fascinating to think about how each stage of the process lends to the final product, the mystique of which can only be understood by sampling the wine itself. And lucky for us, while we've been working in the fields, Desiree and Jacqueline have been working in the kitchen preparing the food to pair with our wine. Nothing like breaking bread with people you spent the day harvesting with. It's evident why it continues to be an ageless custom. This is an experience where you literally reap the fruits of your labors when the day comes to an end. Quite satisfying, if I do say so myself. If you want to be part of the harvest, just know it usually happens over 2 weekends in September, and as you can imagine, spots fill up, so reserve your spot early. And if you're not into the labor part, but just want to taste their delicious wines, I suggest you plan a trip to their tasting room on the weekend, and then take advantage of Fort Selden Historic Site right across the street.